Oh, and did you see what the Associated Press did right before the voting yesterday on all these primaries? They had they declared Hillary Clinton the Democratic nominee for president. Now, that wasn't based on any, I mean, the primaries hadn't even started yet yesterday. But what they did, or no, actually they did this Monday, and there weren't any primaries on Monday. What they did, they sent some of the reporters out, and they had a list of names of the superdelegates. And they called them up and said, who are you going to vote for? And when they had the requisite number to put Clinton over the top, the Associated Press announced it. On the news agency's own canvassing of superdelegates, the Associated Press, the party insiders who can support any candidate they choose, Clinton got the number necessary to go over the top. Nobody voted. This is on Monday. I mean, I'll I find that just real shitty, don't you? I mean, not the fact that these AP people announced it on Monday, but the fact that there exists such a filthy, rotten sump hole called superdelegates. You know, those are the people who sit up at the top. Nobody fucking votes for them during these primaries. They're already declared. They're up there, see? They're up there. And you know why they're there, don't you? To ride herd on us dumb shits down here in the gutter. Just to make sure that those crazy Democrats don't do something really stupid and nominate somebody like, oh, let me think, Bernie Sanders. Superdelegates, you sons of bitches. And apparently, there are 571 of these superdelegates told the Associated Press that they were committed to Mrs. Clinton and free to change their minds until the convention next month. Anyway, the story is not about how corrupting that is to the political system. The story is how the Associated Press, in making that announcement, caught all of the big honcho news people, the superstars, caught them flat-footed. Nobody knew what to do. Oh my God, let's rush back to the studio or the network. We gotta get something up there. Listen to this. Pollsters at major television networks scrambled to confirm the Associated Press's math, with one official at CBS News hopping on a bicycle to quickly return to his office. CNN producers yanked an on-air promo teasing Tuesday's races as Mrs. Clinton's critical moment. NBC News, first TV network to match the call, had its director of elections make a rare on-air appearance on MSNBC. Editors at major papers tore up their front pages, adding banner headlines for later editions. Blah, 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 blah. That's the story. That's the story according to, well, in this case, the New York Times, but it wasn't just the Times who went ape shit about this and got the story completely wrong. I mean, do I give a shit what Matt Lauer, here's the opening line. Andrew Lack, the chairman of NBC News, was dining with Matt Lauer on the Upper East Side on Monday night when his phone rang mid-halibut. Oh, give me a fucking break. Mid-halibut. In other words, they're eating halibut. You get that. It quickly became clear that the fish would have to wait. Matt Lauer and Andrew Lack. Oh, it just scrambled their fish dinner. What to do? What to do? Hey, assholes, you're all in New York. Who cares? This is just goddamn madness. Now, when I read this story today, for some reason I highlighted this part. There were political consequences, too. Mrs. Clinton played down the AP's call, eager for supporters to say motivated, as her aides grumbled about the news media stepping on her big moment. Her opponent, Senator Bernie Sanders, rejected the AP's delegate count outright, accusing the AP of intentionally hurting his chances. Sanders told NBC's Lester Holt in an interview on Tuesday, quote, "They started hounding superdelegates the night before the largest primary, biggest primary in the whole process. I was really disappointed in what the AP did," end quote. Oh, and then the Times has to add this little piece of horse shit. Listen, several reporters who cover Mrs. Clinton for major outlets, including BuzzFeed News and the Times, said Tuesday that they received angry and threatening messages from Sanders supporters after writing about the Associated Press's call. Oh, yeah, Bernie Sanders followers, oh, shit, man. They're just gangbangers. That's all they are. That's all they are. Thank God we have a gentle soul like Hillary Clinton, who would never do anything violent or lead any agency into violence or suggest anything as ridiculously cavalier as "we came, we saw, he died." That would be Sanders and his thugs. I'm getting so goddamn tired of American so-called media.